Yay! Hello, super loved community. Hello, replay viewers. I'm so glad you're here watching this. And this is going to be a powerful and quick class to support you in receiving the affirmative prayer for when you feel like you're running out of time. So how many of you have had that fear or doubt or worry? So we're going to do that together, and you'll get to receive it and let it wash all over you and see what it creates for you. So if we haven't met, my name is Macy, and I am the creator of the SuperLOVED system, which is the art and the consciousness of finding the one. And this is a non-conventional relationship coaching space. And the women who work with me are really brilliant women who have created a lot of great things in their life. And yet love is one of those things that has been a challenge. And who hasn't had challenges in love relationships? Really, it's something we don't learn. And that's why in my space here, I like to help people really get aligned with who they are and what's really right for them, so that you can consciously create the relationship that works for you. And it comes from you being in your own personal power. And today, doing this practice, this prayer, this process called affirmative prayer is one that came from Ernest Holmes. He created this process, and it is about really healing the mind. So, you probably heard the term, mindset, and, considering how you feel about your life and what thoughts are going through your head. This kind of prayer actually brings you out of the fears and the doubts and the confusions and the misunderstandings and the lies and the stories we're telling, and move into the space of clarity and truth. And when you do this, then you'll notice that there is a lot more relaxation and peace. And that is the space that we're really available to receive something good, greater in our life. And that's the power of this. It reminds us of how connected and powerful we are as beings. So I'm going to give it a second for people to join live in the group. If you are joining, say hello in the comments, and in a minute we'll get started. I also want to share some upcoming things that are occurring in this world. One, the Unicorn Love Experiment, which is a 6-week love lab for singles who are on a mission to create an extraordinary, conscious, soulful relationship. And that is starting June 13th. And this is really great for all of you who are, aware that you would like to share your life with someone and it's just not happening. So we're going to do a lot of deeper healing work in that program. And my work that I do with people really focuses on getting under the surface and getting to those points of creation where we are kind of functioning from not good enough or not worthy or whatever the thing is, and bringing them up to the surface to transform it for good. And I know for me personally and for all of my clients that after doing work like this, you feel different. you feel different. And when you are healing in that way, like going to the source, then you actually start seeing different things in your life. So it is a profound space for relationship because it is one of the most sensitive things. It's also the foundational thing for a healthy, happy life, is to have healthy, happy relationships. So it's no small thing. And if you're interested in the Unicorn Love Experiment, I'm going to put the information up there. You can go to hallelunicorn.com, or you can message me and I can let you know, depending on when you reach out, if there's a spot or if it's a good fit for you, so we can have a conversation. But if you want love and you're in this group, I think for most people, it's going to be a great idea. So let's dive in and begin our prayer for when you feel like you're running out of time. So put in the comments if you've had that before, where you've gotten kind of anxious. I mean, I know a lot of times women in their late 30s or mid 30s sometimes have that around creating a family or having kids, or even in their early 40s. Other times it can be coming up just around like just really having wanted something for a really long time. And that's why I've created a lot of these programs, because if you don't have a strategy, or if you are functioning from fear and doubt, then your body is just going to push things away. And it does require you feeling safe and secure within yourself to receive that. So that is really powerful. So check that out. And let's begin. So just getting comfortable in your seat. Just as you arrive here, we'll begin with the purpose of this prayer to really release that fear of running out of time. So bringing your hands to your heart or prayer, wherever you want. I know there is a divine creative force in the universe. I know that this divine force is here creating everything that I see. The trees, the grass, the buildings, the people, the animals. And I know that this creative divine consciousness is what created all of us. And it is of us, it is in us, it is who we are. And as I remember that I am part of this divine intelligence that knows exactly what to do, that I can access this, that we all can access this, that each one of us is an expression of this divine creative consciousness and intelligence. And whether we call it spirit or higher power or God or divine or goddess, it is all one energy. And as I'm aware of this one energy, I am aware of the brilliant power that this energy has to be in perfect timing. That I remember, I see the seasons turning. I see flowers blossoming in the spring and leaves falling off the trees in the fall. That everything is functioning in perfect time. And as I honor that, I recognize that I am part of that perfect timing. And that in my communion as part of this oneness, that I get to relax into that timing, that I get to be guided by the inspirations, the whispers, to move in right action as I'm inspired. And it feels so good to remember this, that with every word that I hear, with every acknowledgement of this divine essence that is moving through me, I feel that flow moving through me, and I surrender to it, knowing that my desire for love, my desire for partnership, my desire to share my life with my beloved is part of this plan. And just like in nature, I am part of that. And with this flow moving through me, this divine intelligence and flow that feels so good, every doubt and fear melts away. And as my fears and doubts and worry melt away, I feel peace. There's no confusion when I remember that I am part of this divine spirit. And it makes me giddy and giggle as I remember this, because of course I am that. Of course I am that. And as I'm guided, as I deeply listen, as I take these moments to pause and connect and remember the truth, I trust. I trust what I receive and hear and perceive in this space. And I am open to receiving all of the messages, all of the guidance on my journey to love. Making those choices, connecting, receiving, interacting, engaging in all of the ways that I am shown. And it feels so good to know that I am included, I am cared for, and that there's no time, even if I think that, even if I buy the fear and get worried, that even in the worry, I am not excluded from this divine intelligence. And yet, it just feels so good to remember. So as I'm here, I'm choosing to remember this. I'm choosing to trust. I'm choosing to honor my heart, honor my deepest desires, as my desires are the destiny, are my destiny. And we all have our own unique expression, but are part of that whole one energy and creative force. With each breath, I feel deep gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this awareness, for this knowingness, for all of these words that have dissolved all of the fears and continue to dissolve them as I say, yes, I am one with divine. I am part of this infinite energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I release my desire into the divine, no longer trapped in my head, but surrendered to the greater good. And I declare, and so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Taking a big, deep inhale and exhale. Noticing what it's like to be here now. Acknowledging within yourself this energy, space, and consciousness and choice for you. And for your love story, and for knowing that you are supported. And receiving that. Thank you for being here. More to come. Really curious to know, what prayers would you like to receive? What's coming up for you that you would like to transform or heal that we can do in this form? So let me know. I'd love to know what would be helpful for you so that I can create and support you in the best possible ways. Thanks for being here. Bye, everyone.